So welcome all. We are also live on YouTube. So allow me to give the hosting rights to Louis so that he can take us through the presentation today or our short session today. And then I'll come back with news, crypto news and market updates after he is done. So Louis, you can unmute yourself and go ahead and share your screen so that we can get started.
Hello everyone, I hope you can hear me. Thanks Lawrence for the, okay, great. So I'm going to be admitting people as well to the meeting. So my part today is just to do a quick topic of the day, which is I thought maybe we would share a little bit about market cycles, because with Bitcoin price and everything basically increasing in value, very many people are excited. I think I even loved there's something Lauren shared yesterday that during the bull market, or when the prices are very nice and going up, everything is good, everything is happy, people are smiling every day to cash out their gains. We have very many experts. So I don't know what the right word that Lawrence is, but I actually found it very interesting, because we hear all sorts of experts nowadays in terms of cryptocurrency. Even banks are now becoming experts. So it's good to know where you get your information. It's good to know which who you be listening to, because it's not really it will never be a bull cycle, or it will never be like prices will be going up every day. There's a time for calm. There's a time for correction, and so the same thing applies to life. So my quick session today will be just a summary, and also more or less a summary, and also key pointers on what to look out when we talk about a market cycle. What are the what are the key pointers that makes a market cycle like a complete cycle? Because when you say a cycle, it's a cycle that starts from somewhere and then goes back to where it was before it goes to the next cycle. So that is my point of or the topic of sharing today. And I'll go right ahead and share my screen. So if you feel there's anybody who may want to gain value from this, you can actually share them the link, the Zoom link, so that you can at least they can also understand and also gain value from what we try and teach. Because it's in you understanding, it's in you knowing the basics, it's in you seeing the basic fundamentals is what it's what makes crypto adoption organic and also genuine, because we don't want people who are overhyped, who are just here because of short-term gains. We want people who are here to see the long-term view of it. So that's why Lawrence and myself with DKripto, we are trying to do our best to give you value, to give you the education. So without wasting much time, let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Then it's very brief. I won't take much, actually maybe 20 minutes, then we get starting. So let me just I'm also trying to admit new people to the chat. So remember to ask any questions that you may have. Always ask and ask, so because it's in you asking is also other people getting a chance to understand the same. So there's no, I can say there's no stupid question, there is no weird question. All questions are valid, and I believe the moment you ask a question, you actually a little bit wiser than you were before. It's not, but somebody who doesn't ask questions, I think in the end they become a fool. So this actually, I thought maybe would give us a summary of what you're talking about. So if you look at what I've shared to you, it's basically it's a one-page or like a photo, and you can see it says crypto market cycles. So we have a couple of key things to note when we're talking about market cycles. Altcoin is what you call alternative coins, which is actually, they normally have also their you can say their session, in that they have their time to shine. So yeah, let me just read through it. I don't know where, I believe we can see it. Let me just see whether I can zoom it. I think that's the final. So it say that in an alt season that is on the top left part of your screen, people are now willing to buy any altcoin, especially if it is cheap. You'll find very many conversation on Twitter and through financial media now revolve around the tech, how revolutionary it is and how it will change the world. Even the dead, even dead coins on liquid exchanges during the final stages, leading to a blow off of the market cap to market cap top. So market cap is basically the valuation of a cryptocurrency. That is the total value. So many are unable to curb their euphoria and greed creeps in, thinking that the coins will just keep going even after massive gains. Many neglect the basic risk management, which is basically know what is what is this particular altcoin or cryptocurrency solving. Is there a real use case on that cryptocurrency? Is there a real life? Is it a financial product, or what is it basically? Because with that, you're able to see the value of it. So let me again admit new people to the group as we proceed. So after the altcoin session, you'll see now that there's a measures in rally. So as Bitcoin peaks, and I believe this is where we are more or less are. That is now a major rally, meaning the Bitcoin price is at all-time highs. It keeps going up and up and up. So as Bitcoin peaks, its market dominance recedes, and the resulting capital outflows make their way into major altcoins. Just what we talked about before, e.g., Litecoin, Ethereum, and the top 10 cryptocurrencies. If you've been following our on our Telegram channel, we normally post these updates every day on how the market is moving. So total crypto market cap matches new highs. Already, I think Bitcoin is at hit the $1 trillion market cap, which is actually amazing. Those who missed out on BTC now form into altcoins. So we may see now a shift from Bitcoin to alternative coins, which is now another market cycle. So on the bottom part of the screen, you're seeing on the bottom left part, Bitcoin goes to all-time high. So ridiculous price predictions appear. Hype media shows up everywhere, and money from investors in other markets keep filtering in. Mainstream financial media is taken over by self-proclaimed experts and online paid groups, basically groups. The BTC price follows suit. So I think this is where we are now. This is actually where we are. That is Bitcoin goes to all time, but that is the number 3 on your left side of your screen. So I'm sure just what I've read actually as you are seeing that already. You are seeing everybody talking. You're seeing everybody saying they actually you imagine they've been here for the longest time possible, knowing all the ins and outs of cryptocurrencies, but they're just riding the wave. It's a cycle. So after this, you may now see what you call a panic and then hope. So because with that, just to check the same thing, there'll be the last screen I'll be sharing that now will summarize all this. So panic and then hope. That is also another market cycle. And then there is the depression, and then there is the next bull cycle again. So if you look at this particular diagram I've shown you, you basically have about 6 cycles, six points in a market cycle, 6 points. So number 1 is, I think if I go now from where we are right now, we are basically at Bitcoin all-time. Bitcoin goes to all-time high. That is on the bottom part of the screen, on the left part. Then number 2, we now go to major rally. That is now where I think we more or less like in the same cycle. And then again, we have the altcoin session taking place. That is now more or less where we are. So we are seeing 3 things happening all at once on the left side of the screen. Now, after this happens, after the left side is complete, that is the left side. After we have the Bitcoin all-time high, after we have a major rallies in all in actually Bitcoin, and then after we have a major like altcoin session, meaning we have all these other cryptocurrencies really going up in prices. That after that cycle is over, now we shift to the right part of your screen, whereby now you'll see a bull cycle beginning. That is now on the bottom part of the screen. That is now on the right side. Bull cycle begins. Investors realize they have missed the bottom. Financial media start covering BTC regularly. Twitter and other social sites explode with crypto info. Traditional markets participants get involved and start promoting crypto. That again is now will be another. It will be like a signal for the next cycle. So after that, again, you will see now a depression. So the top has long passed, and the majority of people have come bag holders now, meaning they've bought a lot of cryptocurrencies that they were being peddled by these media sites, by these experts. All kinds of negative emotions appear on social media as prices tumble lower. Many prominent crypto and financial figures predict very low prices on the horizon. Some say it will go even to zero. You'll start seeing that in a couple of months. So you see again anger, resentment, denial, and blame turn into space. They basically turn the space into a melting point of negativity cited by the depression phase. So that is now the phase that is on the right side, which is like it's in 3. And where does it start? It starts from panic and then hope. So after the mania, that is now after what you've just seen happening with the Bitcoin all-time highs and everything. Of course, we are here to see where that will go, because it's basically there is no room now. Bitcoin can go anywhere. I'm saying this because we've been like studying it for a while. We are not actually financial experts, but we try and give our view. So after the mania, because it will reach a point whereby you have to correct. After the mania hype phrase for BTC, that is now, I'm reading from the top right side of the screen. For BTC and alts, they enjoy a period of stability. The cycle loses steam and euphoria. Becomes social media influencers and financial news figures become less prolific. Prominent individuals come forward to warn everyone about being exposed to crypto and the risk involved. Prices begin to plummet across the board. Individuals start, this is where now individuals start feeling uncertain about the market, and panic starts creeping in, while wise money starts selling. Retail investors continue holding, while they hope that their coins will pump in time. I'm sure we've seen very many of these kind of altcoins, or rather people who promote particular cryptocurrencies really hype up some coins. So these are the 6 key points in a market cycle. So you can see Bitcoin goes all-time high. That is on the bottom part of the screen on the left side. Then you'll see major rallies. We'll see a big rally, which is actually, we are more or less into it again. You will see some altcoin season taking place, meaning you'll see all the other cryptocurrencies from Ethereum, from Litecoin, from BNB, from Tezos. Actually, a whole lot of cryptocurrencies, you'll see them going very high from where they were before. That is the third point. The fourth point is now, after that happens, you'll see some form of stability. You'll see some form of pricing going sideways, very stable, and also you don't see now very high spikes of prices down or down. You see just like a horizontal movement in prices. Then now you start then people seeing okay, well, where is it going? And then after that, you will now see the depression. That is now number 5. That is on the right part of your screen. Then again, you'll see another bull cycle beginning, meaning now you'll see prices going low, then again another cycle. How low it will go, you don't know. How high it will go, nobody knows. And let no one ever give you like I can assure the guarantee that Bitcoin price is going to $200,000. No one knows. It's an open market, and you can never predict the market. You can only do some form of analysis that will actually give you some probabilities. That is what I can say. So to sum up with this particular presentation, I think, so this is how basically it will look like if you want to now know how the money will be moving. So you will see, I think there's someone in the chat. Let me see what I've said. Okay, quick one. Can BTC ever go to zero? Technically, yes, it's possible, but is it probable? We don't know, but possible, yes. Now, looking at where or how the money is flowing, because this will give you actually, this is actually what drives the cycles, how money is flowing within the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So on the top, you'll see fiat. Fiat meaning it's the USDT, it's the BUSDT. These are the digital assets that are dollar on a ratio of 1 to 1. So people use they buy the physical, they use the physical dollars to buy these digital currencies. Or yeah, I think that's the word. So money moving from the normal financial system to cryptocurrency. So fiat moves to what? Bitcoin. That's where people start from. They use their US dollars, they use their bitcoins, they use their Kenya shillings, they use their rands, they use their pounds, they use their Australian dollars to buy what? Bitcoin. So once fiat moves to Bitcoin, so once the rally of Bitcoin is over, or rather it's almost getting to an end, I hope maybe some terms may be a bit technical, but just stick with us. We normally break this down every day. So fiat, rather fiat money, or rather the normal currency, moves into Bitcoin. After Bitcoin has had a big run, then they move to what? To the large caps, meaning these are the alternative coins that are like what? Ethereum, Litecoin, BNB, Tezos, maybe the top 10 altcoins. That's where again money moves after they have made the gains on Bitcoin. After that, where does it go? It goes to the medium caps. These are the coins, the cryptocurrencies that are not valued very much, just mid level. And then again to the lowest. These are the new, like seeing ICOs or IEOs coming up. Some money will go there. Then after that, it goes back to Bitcoin, and then again back to fiat. So that's how the cycle is, and this fits very well in what we just talked about. From the from the all-time high to major rally to altcoin taking place. I'm starting from the bottom. That is the bottom left of the screen. Bitcoin goes to all-time high, major rallies, altcoin season take place, then you see panic and then hope, depression, and then the bull cycle. So that is how the cycle operates. And this ties well, again, as I said, to how the money is flowing within the cryptocurrency and the normal fiat system. So that, I think, was the part I wanted to share today about how market cycles operate within the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and where you should actually expect to see yourself. So let me stop the share. Yeah. So I hope that was insightful. I hope that was you've seen where we are. We've seen what to expect, and also this way you'll not be taken off guard. So with that, I think let me see if there are any questions within the chat before I invite back Lawrence to come and share with us what are the key highlights of the week in terms of the cryptocurrency ecosystem. What are the highlights? What are the key news that stood out within the week? So Valerie had asked before on the chat, can BTC ever go to zero? Yes. So as I said, technically, yes, Bitcoin can. It's a unit. It's a unit of account, so it can go to zero. But that is highly unlikely right now. But technically, if there is ever the worst case scenario, yes, it will go to zero. That is what I can say. But I hope that answers you, Valerie. So if you have any other question based on what I just say, or anything that you may want me to clarify, just put it in the chat, and then we can get to discuss as I give you my view. Also, allow also to hear your view as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for plugging in today. I hope that was valuable information, and I will be sending back the hosting rights to Lawrence, just to give us as I said, the news brief and summary of how the week has been. With that, thank you very much, and yeah, see you when you see me. Let me share the screen back to Lawrence. Okay, there you go. Thanks.
So, thanks, Louis, for that insightful breakdown of the market cycle psychology. I think I was sharing with somebody yesterday, and I was telling them uh, when, in fact, it's something you shared when you just stated, and this is the reason as to why I started yesterday. I stated that when a bull market comes, we have so many experts in the industry, but when the market starts, the bear market, which is tanking, all the experts hibernate. Currently, we are entering a bull market, and you'll see all kind of people telling you, "Oh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen," and it's for you not to fall under four things I usually talk about: fear, greed, fear of FOMO, and fund. You need to do your research before you put your money in any crypto asset that you want to really put your money into. So basically, it's always a pleasure, and allow me to go to the news straight up. And I really do appreciate what you've shared with us today, because if people don't really understand the markets, you'll find yourself always you are entering the market at the wrong time and you are exiting at the wrong time. And this is the reason is why a lot of people also have called Bitcoin a scam. Why? Because you follow what you listen to people, and you just get in without really doing your own factual research that can allow you have the courage to know or to get into what you really need to do. So without much wasting much further time, let me just share my screen so that we can just get sharing more and more. So of course, it's good to number one, I'll start by showing the price of Bitcoin today. And the price of Bitcoin today, we are standing at $55,660. Like I shared with you, I knew Bitcoin back then in 2010 when it was 0.09 over dollar. That's around 9 shillings. And I remember telling my buddy, this is illegal money. Illegal money. Why? Because I didn't understand it better. In Kenya shillings, if you were to check how much is a Bitcoin in Kenya shillings today, sorry, allow me to go back and check. One BTC to Kenya shillings. So today you need 6 million Kenya shillings for you to get one full Bitcoin, for you to really get one full Bitcoin. 2013, I was researching about Bitcoin when it was around 8,000 Kenya shillings. And you'll understand why we are so passionate, why we decided to do this and educate people more about cryptocurrency. Because if you look back, like in 2013, I meant to buy 12.5 Bitcoins, which today will be 76 million Kenya shillings from 100,000 Kenya shillings. So this tells you why we are talking about market cycles, is because you don't want to fall, number one, into FOMO, fear of missing out. You don't want to fall into fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You don't want also to fall into what we call greed, because when the market starts rising, everybody thinks Bitcoin or crypto space is a place where you'll just come in and you become a millionaire the next day. It's all a lie. So to the news, it's good to celebrate that Bitcoin has hit $1 trillion market cap for the first time ever. Bitcoin is only 12 years old, and I remember I was sharing with some people that it's taken Bitcoin only 12 years old to hit $1 trillion, and we have companies that even have taken 44 years. I think I shared that on my Facebook page today in the morning. And of course, why am I sharing these things? Because you really need to understand why are people moving from what they used to keep, where they used to keep their money, and now they're going into Bitcoin. If you check like Google as a company, Google took 21 years to hit $1 trillion. Amazon, which is one of the biggest companies in the whole world, in fact, the most wealthiest man in the whole world is the gentleman who runs Amazon, Jeff Bezos. It took Amazon 24 years to hit to get into or to hit $1 trillion in market cap. And then Apple took 42 years, and Microsoft took 44 years. So you can see what took Amazon or Microsoft or Apple so many over 20 years. It's just taken Bitcoin 12 years, and right now Bitcoin is at $1 trillion in market cap. Now, of course, people will ask, what is making Bitcoin, or where has this money all flown from? From where? And I'll tell you for a fact, it's called institution money. Institution currently, they are doing what we call FOMO, fear of missing out. And I remember last year September, cryptocurrency market cap was standing at $486 billion. And in the last few months, less than 5 months, we've seen over it moving from 486 to $1.6 trillion. So you can see, and you can think to yourself, even for people who call Bitcoin a scam, can you believe institutional investors right now, they're moving their money into Bitcoin? And this is the reason as to why Louis today he shared with us what we call market cycles, because you don't follow pumps because there'll always be a dump. You don't follow market pumps because there'll always be a pump. Do your research before you get into any cryptocurrency. Moving on swiftly, again, you can see Bitcoin holders keep accumulating as BTC remains above $50,000. A whale in the cryptocurrency space is somebody who has over a thousand Bitcoins in their wallet. Meaning, if you have 1,000 Bitcoins in your wallet, you're worth today $55 million. $55 million. Now, this is a person who can shake a market. With 1,000 Bitcoins, at least if you dump this kind of Bitcoins at a go, of course, you'll shake the market. So you can see, to our second news, Bitcoin holds keep accumulating as BTC price remains above $50,000. The beauty is whales don't do retail trading. They don't buy Bitcoin today and sell it tomorrow. No, 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 no. These are people who are willing to buy Bitcoin and hold it for 10 years. They are not here to come and gamble. They are here to accumulate Bitcoin as an asset, not as a daily way of you making your daily income. That's the beauty about it. Moving on swiftly, of course, you can see first they fight you, but then with time they join you and celebrate you. MasterCard and Ireland Pay launch world first central bank digital currency linked card. Now, it's good for me to explain something in a nutshell today, that we have three types of digital currencies. We have what we call stablecoins and tokens. These are corporate, like what Facebook wants to launch, LibraCoin. That's a token or a stablecoin. The second thing we have is central bank digital currencies, and central bank digital currencies basically it's your normal fiat currency, but on a digital format. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it, but you can pay for goods and services. We will see there are over 80% of central banks currently, they are working towards coming up with a central bank digital currency. And that type of digital currency is what we call cryptocurrencies. So you can see it's taken corporates over 10 years to believe that cryptocurrencies and like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, they are not going anywhere. And right now they are looking at, we cannot fight this technology anymore. We need to strategically position ourselves. Otherwise, we'll be thrown out of the market, So to my other news is a gentleman I follow a lot because he's been talking so ill about Bitcoin, and it's Peter Schiff. If you go to Twitter and check Peter Schiff, he's one of the guys who is a gold fanatic. This guy trades Bitcoin. He's been in the gold trading for over, I think, over 30, 40 years. He doesn't believe in anything else. And for once, he tweeted and he admitted that Bitcoin could reach over $100,000 after BTC price soars past his expectation. He had made a tweet some other time and he said Bitcoin cannot break 50,000, and we saw that happen this month. So of course we've seen now people who were so much against Bitcoin. Currently, Bitcoin is proving them wrong and they're coming on board. So some other news as we continue. The monetarily fool makes 5 billion Bitcoin investment. I'll tell you for a fact, like I said, for 10 years, we didn't have any institutional investors coming on board. But today, as we're speaking, since I remember I did a video in 2018, and in that video I was saying, I can't wait to see institutional money flow into the crypto space. And it just started, and it's coming big time. So this is another company that already has made $5 million Bitcoin investment. And then it's good to know that from this gentleman is saying Institutional demand in Bitcoin is increasing at an accelerating pace in 2021. This is Grayscale. Grayscale is a company that owns over 500,000 Bitcoins. This is institution company that owns over 500,000 Bitcoins. And there's a time they used to buy all the new mined Bitcoins in the space. I think last month they did over 1.5% more of all mined Bitcoin. So this is institution money coming to the cryptocurrency space. And this is the reason as to why I think this has triggered what we call the bull run. The other thing is that CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, Bitcoin futures saw a record over 5 billion in daily volume. These are institutions coming on board. Allow me to mute whoever is there that has not muted their mic, and then we can go back to the presentation. Can we make sure that your mic is on mute so that we don't take a whole lot of time? So of course you can see Chicago Mercantile records the largest ever daily volume in Bitcoin futures. Today, I think more so you'll see my news are pegged into number one, institutional investors bringing a whole lot of money in the cryptocurrency space. Then there's a survey that shows, this survey found that 5% of corporate CFOs plan to buy Bitcoin in 2021. And this is one question I always ask people. We believe in corporates a lot. We believe in institutions, and most of us are waiting to see maybe somebody influential say something about Bitcoin for you to believe. But one thing I'll tell you for a fact, if you wait for these people to tell you that Bitcoin is good, I'll share with you how money flows when it comes to new innovation. The first people to make a lot of money when there's a new innovation is innovators and angel investors. Elon Musk is one of the angel investors. What do you mean by angel investors? These are people who put in money in an idea when nobody believes in it. And they're willing to take high risk. If it works, they get high returns. If it doesn't, it's high risk. They lose all their money. So they do a small survey. If they believe in your project, they'll come in with billions of dollars, put in there, and if it works, they're good to go. So the first people to make money in any new innovation are innovators and angel investors. Then the second bunch of people to make money are corporates. Now, we all know these angel investors, they are the same people who own major corporates. So of course, when they test something and they see it's working, what will they do? They lose now their corporate side to come back and do what? Make investments. The third people to come in to make money in any innovation is government. Now, governments never come for the pie in the name of protection. We all know that it said regulation comes to protect the common man. Regulation is meant for the government to get money through taxes. And I go for Bitcoin forums, and people ask me, is Bitcoin regulated in Kenya? I cannot touch it unless the government tells me it's good to go, and I tell them just wait for regulation. But I'll tell you for a fact, government will only regulate to come for taxes. They are coming for their piece of pie, and the fourth people to make money in any cryptocurrency space is what we call end users, and these are the masses. These are the masses. So as a person, ask yourself, where are you at as you're doing this podcast? Moving on swiftly, of course, you can see Dubai government licensing entity now accepts Bitcoin for payment. Now accept Bitcoin for payment. I'm just highlighting news that have happened this week or a few days ago. So you see, if you're in Dubai and you want to do licensing for entities, you can pay the Dubai government using Bitcoin if you have some in your wallet. The other thing I wanted to share also is top auction house Christie's to accept either cryptocurrency for digital art sale. So you can see this is another thing I talked about in 2018, that a whole lot of people, when institutions come on board, what will happen? A lot of also businesses will take Bitcoin as a medium of exchange. So you can buy goods and services also using Bitcoin if you so have Bitcoins in your wallet. And also it's good to note that Africa is not left behind, and Nigeria and Southeast Asia led global crypto adoption in 2020. as people are calling Bitcoin a scam, you can see Nigerians are not joking. This in the whole world, they led global crypto adoption in 2020. So this shows you that in Africa, in a nutshell, if I may share, in Africa, Nigeria is number one when it comes to crypto adoption. Number two is South Africa, and Kenya is number three. So in terms of crypto adoption and also people wanting to learn about crypto, we are number three in Africa. But I feel we should be leading as Kenya because we have the best internet connection and we have the best ICT in the whole of Africa. So I feel like we are still lagging way behind. And moving on swiftly, I've talked about regulation, and you can see Security Exchange Commission official calls for clear crypto regulation as big companies support Bitcoin. What did I talk about? Innovators and angel investors. Corporates, number three is what? Regulators. And you can see as big companies support Bitcoin because, of course, corporates will make a whole lot of money. So how can government take the piece of the pie? Let's come up with regulation so that we can tax these guys and we make more money on our side. So SEC, Security Exchange official, calls for clear crypto regulation as big companies support Bitcoin. We go to Russia, and you can see, of course, a Russian lower house to consider bill on crypto taxation this week. And you can see, I tell people, still the crypto space is very young, so there's no need to FOMO. What you should work towards is getting the right information. I think we are close to only 0.4% of the whole world that really understand and know cryptocurrency well, and they have them. So we're still at early adoption. We've not even gone to majority adoption in the whole world. And so it's up to you to do your own research, educate yourself more, learn more, so that by the time crypto taxation is coming and regulators are here, at least you have some good portfolio. And then as I come to an end of my news, a second Bitcoin ETF gets approval in Canada. Again, this is to show you that not only in the US, not only in the UK, not only in Asia, where like China already they have given what we call their digital yuan, their CBDC to test. So also other countries like Canada, they are also looking at how do we really encourage people to come into cryptocurrency. So with ETFs. And then my last news is MicroStrategy raises 600 million to get even more Bitcoin. This will shock you. The owner of MicroStrategy, Michael, in 2013, he called Bitcoin a gambling kind of an asset. But nobody has beat MicroStrategy Michael in buying Bitcoin the last few months. He sold 80% of what he had in, he sold all his gold, and 80% he put in Bitcoin. I think the 20% he put in Ethereum. So it tells you that people are more believing in Bitcoin than any other asset or cryptocurrencies we have. So with that, I just want to finish my news there. Of course, if there's any news you've seen over there and you want maybe to read more, you can request on the chat room so that we can also share with you. We do this every Saturday at 10. It's called Bitcoin 101. You can also suggest any topic you want for us to share with you. Like I say, nobody is an expert in this space. We are all students. We are also all learning. And it's good that we learn together, we grow together, and of course, the more you learn, the more you get information, the more also you gain confidence to put in your money in any asset that you will consider. So let me check whether there's any question over there. I think Louis had tackled the one from Val. There's a gentleman called Titus who's asking, from your analysis, which ads have caught your attention and why? Now, Titus, yes, we do analysis, but of course not for free. So you can get back either to Louis or to myself. We can discuss some of this stuff of which cryptos maybe have potential for you to really get into. But one thing I'll tell you for a fact, crypto space is not a get rich quick thing. Have that in mind. When you're coming to cryptocurrency space, think long term. Think long term. There's so many, there are over 6,000 cryptocurrencies, and Somebody is asking, what do you think about Polkadot? For that, you need to get back to us in person. Of course, we can share more on what we've analyzed about other cryptocurrencies. So if you have any other topic you'd want us to share, you can drop us a DM, a message, or also either from Facebook. I shared our Telegram channel over here. You can also join there. We do market analysis, daily market analysis, where you can also get to understand, is Bitcoin going more high or is it going lower, and how do I strategically position myself. So Maureen Karaoke, you can get back to either Louis or myself about Polkadot and any other crypto that has, of course, potential. So this recording is also recorded. We've done a series of Bitcoin 101 sessions in our YouTube channel. You can also check our YouTube channel so that you can also follow and learn what we've been talking about for the last almost 1 year or few months. And then again, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram for more crypto education. With that, I do want to thank all of you. If there's no question, Alex is asking, can you share the link to the YouTube channel? Let me do that before we call it a day. So allow me to just share the YouTube link. So there you go. It's on the chat, and once you click on that, also you can follow the other. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You see all the other sessions that we have shared. So with that, I want to wish you a very lovely weekend. I want to pray for blessings for you and your family, and especially also for your businesses. And as you do research, also may you have an open mind. Like I say, nobody is an expert. Empty your cup halfway. Get to learn, ask questions each and every other time. That's the only way you'll grow in this space. Don't FOMO, don't fear, don't fall into greed. Always do your own research, especially now that we have gotten into what we call a bull market. So God bless you all. Have a great Saturday. For those who joined in late, the link is there. You can just go to YouTube and watch what you've said. So I don't know whether, Luis, you have anything before we call it a day? Luis?
So it's fine. I think everything is covered, so that's right.
Okay, cool. All of you have a blessed day. God bless you. See you again next week on Saturday at 10 a.m. for Bitcoin 1.